Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Chris McGee, Derek Fisher, Big Game, James Worthy, Mike Trudell down at Crypto.com Arena. The Lakers get their fourth straight win. They've now won 7 of 8 games. Big story tonight. LeBron returns after missing the last 3 games, and the starters went nuts. They scored 137 of the 142 points, and the 3-ball continues to fall. They hit 17 of those for 47%. I want to show you guys the standings, because with a win tonight, the Lakers move into 3rd in the Western Conference. OKC at the top. They had a 2-point win over the Celtics. Spurs had a 17-point lead without Wemby against the Nuggets. That would have been big for the Lakers, but the Nuggets came back to win that game. Rockets were coming off a loss in Denver at 40-25. T-Wolves, after a loss to the Clippers, they've lost 3 in a row. They are 40-26. So a tight race, 3 through 7, separated by just 2 games. But for tonight, big game, the Lakers are alone in 3rd.
Yeah, those standings is like everybody's in there, boxing out, trying to get a spot. Lakers land in 3rd, and tonight, Geeter, they did what they were supposed to do at home against the Chicago Bulls. And what I liked in this game is you look at the starters, and all 5 starters are in the positive, in the plus-minus category, which means that the ball was moving, the energy was there, they were, playing good D and connected, and they won at home. That's what they need to do. Shot the ball well, shot the 3-ball well, and defended when they had to. So get that victory and move on to the next one. Let's come on, Denver.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago Bulls, it's a hard game to play this time of year with so many guys. They've made some trades. It's a different team. Some of the key guys that you would be game planning for, Colin Sexton not playing, Anthony Simons not playing. And so you come into this game and, the Bulls are just out there playing like they're in the park. Balls flying around.
Just hoisting.
Josh Giddey's making shots. Bozelis played a great game. And so the Lakers just kind of offensively, obviously, shot the ball well, scored 82 points in the 2nd and 3rd quarter. And so, yeah, just taking care of business, getting the job done, and moving on to the next game.
In the last 6 quarters, the Lakers have 219 points scored. Pretty incredible. It starts with Luka Doncic, guys. In the first half, he had 24, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he ends up with his first 50-point game in a Laker uniform. He went for 51, 10, and 9. Just 1 assist shy of a 50-point triple-double. He joins the club. Kobe Bean did it 25 times. LeBron 3, Shaq 2, AD 2, and then you see the rest. Ced, AR, and Luka. Luka has done it now 8 times in his career. He did it with 9 threes, which gives him 208 on the season. So with 16 games left, he's chasing D'Lo now, who was the single season leader at 226. So he's all but assured to pass that if he keeps up at this rate. Really incredible big game. The way he set the tone, he found his 3-ball, 9 for 14 from deep.
Yeah, Gita, he's the metal lemon of the Lakers. He gets it going for everybody, He's just a phenomenal player. Sometimes I just can't find the words to describe him, because he does so many things well and controls the pace of the game and, dictate what the defense does a lot of times, the way he navigates, and all in first gear. You hardly ever see him get out of first or second gear, and he's able to get his shots off and make passes. Just a phenomenal player. I've seen some great players in my career. He's one of the best.
Yeah, I mean, to me, he scored, 46 the last time the Lakers played?
Yeah, can I tell you what he's done in the 2 games against the Bulls, Fish? 107 points.
Yeah.
21 assists and 17 rebounds.
Yeah.
That's in 2 games against the Bulls.
It's almost like it's like 2 fighters in a boxing match, and one guy knows he's just better than the other guy. He can't get a jab in, he can't get a body shot in. Luka's just touching him up the whole fight, and it's not even close. But also, when you play Eastern Conference teams twice per season, sometimes that could almost be a calendar year between those matchups. And so you don't see Luka enough every season to understand the type of defensive scheme and strategy that when you play the Warriors 4 times, you play the Clippers 4 times, you play the Suns 3 or 4 times, 4 times, you play the Rockets, you play OKC. Like, those teams, like, have game plans just for trying to make the game harder for Luka. Chicago doesn't have that. Like, it's nothing they can do. And he felt it right from the beginning. That's why he was talking, and there was nobody that could slow him down tonight.
So, James, they went with the original starting group when the year was starting off this season, what they thought. LeBron James, AR, Luka, Ayton, and Rui. That group had a negative net rating, and there was a lot of talk about, can that group play together? Well, no Marcus Smart tonight. Rui's back in that starting lineup. And here's what they did. They all were in double figures. Rui, 6 of 10, 3 of 5 from 3 for 15 points. He was efficient. LeBron in his return, 7 of 13 for 18 points. Austin Reeves continues to be on a heater. He was 13 of 20 for 30. And how about DA? 23 points on 10 of 13. He had 10 rebounds, 6 of those offensive. Pretty special night for the starters right there. 137 of the 142 points.
Yeah, that's got to go in the record book somewhere. You know, the Chicago Bulls,
wow.
You get that, but I still love the activity of Ayton early in the game. You know, all these guys were very active. Luka, Austin Reeves, obviously, but Rui and Ayton, I think, are going to be key down the stretch. And I like what Ayton did tonight early in the game. 6 offensive rebounds, you know, scoring. He was aggressive. Rui the same way. So a lot of points against a team that's a little inexperienced and light, but still, they've been trending this way. And then LeBron coming in and, you know, figuring out how to play and make this trio better when they're on the floor together. So, yeah, I mean, figuring things out still at this time of the year, but they're starting to get it and play accordingly.
Man, that were two of our years in the three-peat era, 2001, 2002. And there was a stretch where Shaq and Kobe was going to score 75 or 80 points.
Combined every night.
Combined every night. And the rest of us just had to score 50 or 40 or 50 between like 8 other dudes. And that's what it looked like tonight.
Yeah.
Like Luka and Austin had 81. And then the other guys, you know, pitching in with 13, 12, 18. And worked out then. I don't know if you can get away with that now, but that's what those numbers reminded me of.
Yeah, you see the single game since 82-83 with a starting lineup. The Pistons in 83 had 142. The Nuggets in 83 had 142. And then you skip ahead a couple of decades. The Suns in 2006 with 138. And then, you know, skip ahead 20 years, and it's the Lakers tonight with 137 from their starting 5. Very impressive. I do want to talk LeBron, you guys, because he did return. And Fish, I'm going to start with you. I thought he played a really smart basketball game. LeBron came in that first quarter, couple rebounds, couple of assists, didn't even take a shot. And then you just saw him kind of get his rhythm. And how did he get a couple of those? Offensive rebounds, going down low in the block, fades, couple of dunks in transition. Just vintage LeBron. You look at his stat line, only took 13 shots, 18, 7, and 7.
You're talking about fighting, prize fighters. He's been in every competition you could ever be in. And, you know, sometimes early you're getting a feel for your opponent. I thought tonight to start, what was most important for him was just getting his conditioning back, getting his legs and his body accustomed to playing in the game again. And think about this. The one person that has scored the most points in the history of NBA basketball literally tried not to score a point in the first quarter.
45,000.
Like, and so the lesson in that for all players of every level is like every night is different. And tonight was not a night where statistically he needed to jump off the page, even though he ended up with 18, 7, and 7.
Yeah.
It was more about how do I get myself back where I can play at a high level, but it's all about the team. And he did what he needed to do tonight to make sure the team got a win, and he can continue to get better and prepare as they get ready for the postseason.
It's genius, you know, genius over his career, what he's been able to do. And his last 3 games, he's been sitting in over the bench, observing and watching what these guys are doing. After some talk about whether the trio could fit and the percentages and all that, while they were still trying to get it together. But Yeah, I love what he did tonight. You know, he came in, didn't try to force the issue, played a role, like a role player. And, you know, he was arguably the best player in the game, willing to do that. And so I think this is amazing, you know, approach that he took tonight. We'll see how he goes against Denver. Obviously, he might have to do more, but I think he's just reading the situation and allowing these younger players to flourish and find continuity, because I think he can always find it somewhere in the game.
All right, time to hear from Coach J.J. Redick, brought to you